I don't know what its identity was on Twitter, and it expressed, "No one from the South has Jay-Z in front of Boosie on the Untouched Rundown." What's more, Boosie really answered and said IF with Jigga. Yet this is realities. Road closes in the South. Try not to put hold of a boss. What is your take on that? First, I'll let you go first. Do you contemplate that assertion? I must strip away my East Coast predisposition, since I think our adoration for Jay-Z most certainly has a tad of East Coast inclination to it. Also, the affection for Bootsy out there in the South over Jay-Z is some South predisposition for him. Also, I believe it's cool. What's more, I believe they're correct in light of the fact that we talked a major hole 2 or a long time back. Whoop to huge gip of Goody Horde, and he wasn't genuine high on scrapers, all things considered. He from Atlanta. Furthermore, it isn't so much that he had any irreverence for them. They simply wasn't checking for him the manner in which they checking for additional individuals down in the South. What's more, as we see them, individuals down there remain together like a mother lover. Definitely. Furthermore, they ride for theirs. Furthermore, when you take a gander at the Midwest, we hear exactly the same thing about Jay-Z. We had our Leon holy person Lewis down. They like him, however they don't hold him in the respect the manner in which we do around here. West Coast. We ain't exactly conversed with and hobnobbed with such a large number of West Coast felines to ask them that. Yet, when you discuss around here, please, it's HOV day in and day out. So I believe it's an area thing. I believe it's to a greater degree a segment thing, and it's each of the an assessment based by the day's end. Also, he's around here on the east side to see the Hova. Nas, and afterward you got big deal, and that's what things like. However, it's Hova. Nas, anything your inclination is on that level. However, I feel that I concur. I feel that they 100% accept that, and I don't dislike that. No, I wouldn't hold them there. I don't know enough of Boosie melodies to put him over Huff by any means. Wipe me down. Wipe him down. The fact that I could know makes that one tune. 3 or 4 stanzas. 5 stanzas. I know his. I don't have a clue about his list, right? The manner in which I know Jay-Z. Thus, I believe it's simply a segment thing. No doubt, better believe it. Most certainly, man. Since it's sure folks like, similar to, we ain't actually grew up standing by listening to 3-6 Mafia like that, or some of them specialists down there that assuming you in itself like that is who you pay attention to. However, we grew up standing by listening to Nas, Jay-Z, Big Deal, that's what individuals like. That resembled on our playlists. You know, I couldn't say whether it was like more engaging on the grounds that you're from. You know, I don't have any idea yet regardless. However, at that point once more, I love a few people from the South. Jeezy, Rick Ross. So, however, I think generally, all that really matters is that I don't believe it's nearby an examination when you discuss Jay-Z and Boosie. Regardless of whether you all couldn't care less. Where are you from? As I would like to think, despite the fact that I get it, Boosie, you know, to a greater extent, a road-type rapper or whatnot got a ton of regard in itself. Individuals love him down there or makes no difference either way. I don't see him not even close to Hovman. Furthermore, yet I really do concur with his assertion, however, that a ton of the South is most certainly going to see him. Also, that is even sort of insane in any event, rehashing that, contemplating that significantly more profound. Like, actually now, I can see you said someone like Scarface or someone one of them. You know, one of them gatherings or something down there. However, Boosie. I know a great deal of these. The main explanation I could see that is on the grounds that approaching into the game, a great deal of them youthful rappers, the Kodak Blacks, the who else did I prattle it from the South? Several different felines I heard say from the South. That is somewhat where they're at the highest point of hip bounce at this moment. To the extent that hip bounce craftsmen, they generally put Bootsy in that class. I pay attention to Rich Homeslice Quan, Youthful Hooligan, Lil Boosie. Similar to that is no doubt he was up there. So, to that development and that age not too far off. He's on the he's D LeBron to Scarface Jordan or something, you understand what I'm talking about, who another person articulation, that is reality and Halligan is I don't know Kobe. 'Cause everyone down there, no doubt a ton of them I proved unable. I ain't comprehend. He's an extraordinary great rapper, correct? I'm not removing nothing from her. A portion of his music, a great deal of stuff he did with MC or whatever. However, I couldn't say whether I'll put him there. You understand what I'm talking about up here. We don't put him there like that. However, be that as it may, there's consistently exemptions for the standard. Be that as it may, I generally say never discard the standard for the special case. However, there will be individuals that will shake out with youthful hooligan, like, goodness, certain individuals are like, nah, I don't actually shake with hooligan like that. Me actually, I just stone with him like that. However, at that point, once more, it's in the South that I rock with. Definitely, you understand what I mean? Or, on the other hand, the Midwest that I rock with. So, we'll see what we'll see, man. I get it's all your flavor, man. Yet, holler to every one of the specialists doing their thing. I realize you saw. To Barack Obama culinary expert circumstance. Presently, in the event that you didn't see it, Tafari Campbell, who's a previous White House culinary specialist, who later turned into the Obama's own cook, passed on Monday in a paddleboarding mishap close to the Obama's Katama domain in Martha's Grape Plantation. He was 45 years of age. Presently, Massachusetts State Police affirmed Campbell's passing in a news discharge, saying that Campbell, who was from Dumfries, Virginia, was recuperated by jumpers from a lake on Edgartown Extraordinary Street in no time before 10 a.m. Submerged recuperation unit jumpers made the recuperation after the casualty's body was situated by Massachusetts ecological officials conveying side-scan sonar from a boat. The division said in a delivery, noticing the recuperation was made roughly 100 from the shore at a profundity. Goodness, God, of around 8 feet. What happens next? The Massachusetts State Police later said in a proclamation that Mr. Campbell was visiting Martha's Grape Plantation at the hour of his passing. President and Mrs. Obama were absent at the home at the hour of the mishap. The hunt began at 7:46 p.m. on Sunday when Martha's Grape Plantation Police and Fire Organization answered an emergency require a male paddleboarder who had gone into the water, appeared to momentarily battle to remain on a superficial level, and afterward lowered and not reemerge. Be that as it may, I think when more data emerges, it very well may be more profound than we as a whole sort of envision. Also, similar to some stuff, I suppose you could say this actually will fall into the domain of tricks since we have no more data. To go off of, yet, hello,